Morning everybody, it's quite early in the morning here and I'm doing a quick writing sprint at the moment. So I just thought I'd turn the camera on, and if you have anything you want to write, whether it's a story, poetry, whatever you want to do creatively, just join me for this duration and see how it turns out. So I've been having trouble with some characters and I'm just trying to flesh them out some more, and it's working pretty well. Morning, budding. Okay, so just join me for the writing session. Anything you want to write, it doesn't have to be a masterpiece, and it just creates a bit of training really. I'm fine, thank you, budding. So for some reason I prefer to use the keyboard compared to my MacBook keyboard. I don't know why, I just like this keyboard. So there's something about it that's very comforting. Make of that what you will. So now I'm just correcting some character names and some character details. That's what I'm doing for the next few minutes. Yes, I'm working on the novel. Yes, I am. Rather than writing on novels, do you like to write poems? I don't write poems at all. I don't write poems at all. I've never written poems. I don't know the first thing about writing poetry. I probably did that when I was younger, but I wouldn't write poetry now. I tend to write more longer stories and novels, that sort of thing. So I'm kind of working on the scene I worked on yesterday, but just with a bit more, I'm just being a lot more careful, pretty much. Are you a planner or a pantser? I used to be a pantser, and that worked well for me, but I've started doing a lot more planning these days because especially when you're working with other people, you can't just go with your own whims. You have to be a lot more careful, a lot more organized. So now I plan a lot more, but it's not my go-to. Sometimes I prefer to just write whatever comes to my head, and it's worked for me in the past, so it's not always too bad. So it just depends on what is more important to the writer and how you can work better. Because some people work better with planning, and sometimes some people find planning too restrictive. So it just depends. Why is this happening? this is happening. I often wonder about your 11-hour work live stream. Do you work every night? No, I don't work every night. The last few nights I've actually been traveling because I'm actually abroad at the moment, so I'm not where I'd normally be. So I don't, the 11-hour live stream is pretty much several nights of working. It's not just, it definitely is not just one night. That would be a pretty insane schedule. So no, I don't work like that. I like to enjoy writing as well. I don't want to see it as a chore or anything difficult or demanding. It can be demanding, but I do want to enjoy it because I've always enjoyed it and I want to keep enjoying it. So I would never do an 11-hour live stream. That would be just extreme. So it's a culmination of several hours and several days of writing that I upload. I do know some people who would do 11 hours and just continuously do 11 hours of writing, but I must admit they're very disciplined, but they are extremely disciplined and they have huge teams to help them. So hi Bethany, how are you? Okay, so I'm just doing some edits now too. I tend to go along the manuscript and mark areas that I feel need slight changes. I just go around marking them with alphabets and color coding them as well. Okay. Hi, Ratlord. Yeah, I'm fine. I haven't live streamed properly in a while, so that's probably why you haven't seen me. It's just gotten so busy. So I get a lot of questions asking me about this keyboard I'm using. It's a Logic keyboard. No, I'm not. It's probably the other way around. And I just prefer it because it's just so comfortable. People always ask me what keyboard I'm using, why I'm using this keyboard. I just absolutely adore this keyboard. It's so comfortable. It's just responsive. I love the MacBook because I have a MacBook keyboard as well. I love it, but for me this is just better. I can't explain it. And I think because it makes a slight clicking sound, whilst the MacBook keyboard is very quiet in my opinion. I like the little subtle clicks from these. So it's worth checking out. And they're very inexpensive and they're very, very responsive. I've had mine over a year now. Over a year. And it's done me no wrong whatsoever. It's been absolutely brilliant. It hasn't skipped a beat. And I've actually spilled all sorts of things on it, and it's just so easy to clean. Yeah, I do like a little click. I don't like completely silent keyboards. I didn't realize that. The Mac keyboard is very, very silent, and I just didn't realize how silent it was until I started using something else. Have you heard how the ceramic keyboards sound? Oh, okay, ceramic keyboards, that just sounds rather expensive and rather nice, but rather expensive, I feel. But I've never heard of a ceramic keyboard. That sounds amazing. I wanted a keyboard of your type, and my father didn't allow me. Oh, there's a great keyboard. Tell your dad it's a great keyboard. It's inexpensive. It lasts for age. Like, I've had mine for a year, over a year, and it's still going on the same batteries as well. And they're so affordable now. I remember like the first portable keyboard I had, the Bluetooth one. It was so bad. My keys were constantly sticking. It was just horrible all round. My keys kept sticking. Every second word was incorrect because by the time I pressed on it and then pressed the next word, on the next letter, it skipped the first letter or the second letter. It was so bad. So you couldn't actually get anything done. It was really, really awful. So this, for me, is just the new standard now. They are, so the ceramic keyboards are expensive, but the feel and sound is beautiful. Also has a weighty feel to the typing. I'm going to check that out. I want to be loyal to this keyboard, but I know that doesn't always happen. So. Yeah, just remember to give yourself a break from sitting in front of your keyboard. Breaks are very important when writing. Oh, it's not a problem at all, don't worry about that. Oh no, big error there. Oh dear, okay, so that's quite a big one. Mm-hmm. I have been fond for one since I wanted. Oh, you watched Wednesday and her typewriter? Yeah, I still own typewriters. Typewriters are amazing, but I think typewriters are now more for an aesthetic than actually speed or efficiency. So I think typewriters now would still be great to type on, but I think if you want to be, I think you could possibly do them really quickly, but there's no digital service. You'd have to, you can't get it on your laptop or anything like that. So I do absolutely love typewriters, especially the very vintage gold and black ones. They are so good, and they're so beautiful as well. And they're so expensive now. I don't know how much they cost in your parts of the world, but I've tried to find extra ones in thrift shops where I am, and they are so pricey. Mhm. Mhm. Uh, I do enjoy the 11-hour streams, but I definitely love asking questions. You've always been so great to interact with. Do you think there will be more streams like this? Yeah, there will be. Unfortunately, the last few weeks, several weeks actually, I've just been teaching, and you'd not believe how demanding teaching is and how much demand there is for teachers. And even though it's only part-time, it's taking up a lot of time. But I will be doing more of these live streams now. So I know I was supposed to do them daily, but you will not believe how much life gets in the way. And now that I'm finally on holiday, I feel like I have time away from everyday responsibility. And I'm going to upload more videos to the writing streams as well, because they seem to help a lot of people. I won't always show what I'm writing for, you know, confidentiality reasons and stuff like that, but I will always just try to show as much as possible without showing too much, if you know what I mean, because I am working on novels. Do you have a PC? I don't have a PC, I have a laptop. I use a laptop because it's just easier for me to carry around. It's more portable, and I use more Apple products than anything else. I have a MacBook, so which I quite like. Yeah, so I don't have a PC at all. Okay, so I've made quite a few. So what's happened is I forgot to get my Scrivener. I use Scrivener to write. I forgot to get Scrivener to remember some names that I wrote up, that I made up. So what's happened is Scrivener has now corrected a lot of the names, so that's made it a bit messy because I can't. Do you have a pond near your house? I don't know what that means. If you can hear any background noise, it's probably an air conditioner. And it's raining outside as well, which makes it even worse. Okay. Is that an app? Is what an app? What are you talking about? Sorry, I don't understand. So why is this happening? I shouldn't. Okay, let's. So she turned to the corner after all the trains were shut. Please, you must let me get others. He has been waiting for this moment for so long. I don't understand the question. What do you mean, where do you write? Can you clarify a bit, please? Do you mean whether on a laptop or where in a building, or I write anywhere? I don't have a specific place to write. Oh, I see. You're referring to what? It's an app. It's not. It's an application called Scrivener. It's quite popular. If you look up Scrivener, but you do have to pay for it. Well, I think there's a 30-day free trial. It's called Scrivener, and it's really, really good. It starts with a C. C. No, not C. How ridiculous. Scrivener. Scrivener. It's really, really good. Sorry, I was very confused about what you were asking. So you're asking what app I use to write with? Yeah, it's called Scrivener. It's amazing. Oh dear, that's not very good. What is her name? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to stop the live stream there because I need some coffee and I need some fresh air, and I've been typing for quite a long time. I'll be back on tomorrow, and obviously if you've missed it, you can just replay it later on. That's not a problem. And yeah, I hope you've had some good inspiration today, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.